astonishment. Meaning we shall become an amazement. Everybody will look at us with an amazing vision. Why? Because at one point in time, we ruled the world.
That's right.
You understand? Under King David, under King Solomon, as Israelites in righteousness, we ruled the world. The other nations they were basically under subjection to us.
Right.
Okay? But now, they rule over us. So they look at us now and they're astonished. They're amazed. Read on.
And thou shalt become an astonishment. A proverb.
A proverb, meaning we will be called something outside of who we are. We shall be a proverb. That's like a wise saying. Disrespectful saying. Okay? Like Puerto Ricans always carry knives. That's a proverb. You see? You shake your head like, yeah, it's true. That's what it is. That's what they do. Okay? Go ahead, keep on.
And a byword.
And the byword, meaning you're going to go by another name. You're not going to be called Israel no more.
Right.
Read on.
Among all nations.
Among where?
Among all nations.
All the nations call us outside of our God-giving name.
Right.
And they will not allow you to confess that you're an Israelite. All praises to the Most High that He gave us supposed to be that moment of time of what they call somewhat free speech. And we can say that now, loudly, openly, and not be ashamed of it.
Right.
Because if you don't, then you're being ashamed of Christ. You're being ashamed of God. For you to come around, oh, I'm not Puerto Rican, I'm an Israelite. Your family gonna look at you weird. Your friends are gonna look at you weird. All because you're growing, you're waking up in knowledge. That's what we started with. In the last days, we gotta wake up out of sleep. Now, you are being wakened out of your sleep, good brother. That's what's going on. Read, a byword.
Among all nations. Whether the Lord shall lead thee.
Wherever we go, whatever land we go to, they will call us outside of our God-given name. Give me that one in Isaiah.
Yes, sir.
Watch this. These names that we got, being called a Puerto Rican is a curse. It's that proverb, because it's a joke. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nothing about you rich right now. Look at us. We got to work for everything that we got to get. That's not rich. The rich is the ones who we work for. You know what I mean? We go to them for jobs. Right. You feel me? We got to go to them to claim our taxes.
Right.
Not only that, we got to pay them.
Right.
Just to even be able to travel, for example. Okay? But yet, this is the land of what they call it? Free. The land of the free. And you know what's the only thing that's free here? You are free to commit sin. That's what they teach you. Right. For example, we got Valentine's coming up. Where is that in the Bible?
Bring it out.
Huh? We just finished reading verses on love. Watch this real quick.
Isaiah chapter 65 verse 15.
But you go. I'm gonna keep on. But listen as you go. Read that. Call that number. Call that number. We got a church here in Philly, and you're welcome to come congregate and learn some more. Call that number. It's important. Read that.
And ye shall leave your name.
And we shall leave our names. We shall leave the name of Israel for what?
For a curse.
For a curse. Now we call it African American. Now we call black.
Right.
Now we call Puerto Rican.
Right.
Now we call Mexicans. Read that again.
And ye shall leave your name for a curse.
For a curse. Read on.
Unto my chosen.
Unto my chosen. We are God's chosen people. You so-called black, Hispanics, and natives. You are God's chosen people.
That's right.
But why do we not know that? Hosea 4.
Yes, sir.
This is why we don't know that. Okay? Because our pastors today are not teaching us truth. They're not teaching us right things like God says. Read on.
Hosea chapter 4 verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
You children of Israel, you so-called black, Hispanics, and natives. Right. You are the children of Israel. You are God's chosen people.
Right.
Read on.
The Lord have a controversy.
He has what?
Have a controversy.
He has a problem. He has a controversy. Go ahead.
With the inhabitants of the land.
With us. We are the inhabitants of the land of Israel. Right. That's right. He has a controversy against us. Why is that?
Because there is no truth.
Because there is no truth. Because we are not keeping the laws.
That's right.
Because we are not teaching truth to our people. Right. Read.
Because there is no truth, no mercy.
We have no mercy towards one another. We do not show each other mercy.
Right.
We rob, kill, steal, and lie to one another. Huh? We disrespect one another. Huh? There is no truth. There is no mercy. All we know how to do is hate and destroy one another.
Right.
And that is their plan. That is what they want to see.
Wake them up.
They want to see us destroyed because they are afraid of us ruling over them again.
That's right.
Read.
No knowledge of God in the
There is no
land.
knowledge of what?
No knowledge of God in the land.
We do not know God. We don't know the God of Israel.
Right.
We know of a God. We know of gods, but not the God. Okay? And to know of this God, you have to be applying something.
Right.
Okay? There's no knowledge of God in the land, so God has a problem with you. Read on.
By swearing.
And we swear, that's what we do. We swear, we talk evil to each other, we disrespect one another.
Right.
We lie to one another. Read.
And lying.
And lying.
And killing.
And we what?
And killing.
And we kill. We hate each other so much we kill each other.
Right.
I don't know, where do you see love in that word kill? Huh? We kill, we don't love, we kill each other. Read on.
And stealing.
And we steal from one another. We are stealing from one another. Yet this man stole this land from us.
Right.
Right? And here we are stealing from each other. We are no different than them. We're no different than our enemies. Read.
And committing adultery.
And what?
And committing adultery.
We commit adultery. Guess what? Valentine's Day is a day of fornication and adultery.
That's right.
That's not the day of love. See, the love of God is different from the love of man. You will not find Valentine's Day in the Bible.
Valentine's Day, honoring the noisy goat-footed deity Pan of the Greek, inventor of the panpipe. He leads the nymphs in dance. He also stirs up panic and is associated with sexuality. The word Lupercalia comes from the Latin root lupus, or wolf, as do many Latin words used for the word brothel. The priest of Lupercalia practiced bloody rituals, including the sacrifice of a dog for purification and 2 male goats for fertility. The hides of the goats were cut into strips and dipped into the blood of the animal. In the streets of Rome, young girls were lined up and whipped with the hide in order to grant greater fertility.
Okay, but that's what we're gonna do this, what is it, tomorrow? Monday, right? That's what y'all gonna do Monday. Y'all gonna show more hatred to your own people by sleeping with your neighbor's wife.
Right.
Huh? By making your sister a hoe. Turning her into a whore.
Wake them up.
By fornicating and committing adultery.
Right.
Read that part again. There is no what?
And stealing.
And stealing.
And committing adultery.
And committing adultery. So God has a problem with us, black and Hispanic man.
Right.
The Most High is letting us die because of the hatred we have towards one another. Okay? That's the problem with our people. So God has an issue with us. Okay? Just more than that?
Yes, sir.
Read.
They break out, and blood toucheth blood.
That's what we do. Blood touches blood. When you commit adultery, you bound to get put to death. Because that man whose wife you slept with just might grow in jealousy.
Wake them up.
And brothers and sisters, jealousy kills.
Right.
Okay? Blood touches blood. Why? Over adultery, over stealing, over robbing one another. People killing each other for a simple lie, which is why God said, thou shalt not lie. Read.
That's it.
That's it. All right, give me Romans 13 and 8 real quick.
Bring it out.
Where do you see Valentine in the Bible? That comes from the Roman Catholics. That's a heritage of theirs. That's a custom that they commit. And on that day, all they do is commit fornication and adultery. All types of sexual lust are being committed on that day.
Bring it out.
Okay? But we don't know it. We don't know it because we lack God. We lack God's understanding. A sister is willing to give up her goods for a box of chocolate. Are you kidding me?
Wake them up!
Are you kidding me? The Bible says you're supposed to keep yourself a virgin till marriage.
Right.
That's what the Bible says. It doesn't say give up your cooch on Valentine's Day. Show me where's Valentine's Day in the Bible.
Bring it out!
You want love? Read. Let me show you some love. Read.
Romans chapter 13, verse 9.
Uh-huh.
For this, thou shalt not commit adultery.
Thou shalt not what?
Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Thou shalt not. Start at 8.
Yes, in verse 8. Owe no man anything.
We are not to owe no man anything. But guess what? We are in captivity. We owe the enemy for almost everything. Those that got mortgages. You owe your bank that money.
Right.
God said we should not do that. But now we got to use this for ourselves. If I borrow some money from my brother, I got to make sure I pay that back.
Right.
I don't want to have to owe him anything. Read.
Owe no man anything.
Uh-huh.
But to love one another.
what?
But to love.
But to love. Wait, on Valentine's Day?
But
Don't
to-
say Valentine in there, do it.
But to love one another.
We are to love one another every day.
Right.
Okay? There's no specific day to love your neighbor. Huh? But we don't know how to do that. We're killing each other daily. We are killing each other daily.
Right.
Because we don't know the love of God.
Right.
Read on.
Owe no man anything.
Uh-huh.
But to love one another.
Love one another. Read.
For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law.
For when you learn to love your brother, which is to correct your brother if he's in the wrong, to pull him out of the sin. For example, Valentine's Day is a sin, and we are to pull you out of that. That's what we are here today for.
Right.
We got to make sure you don't keep such custom that's not of God.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.